I'm Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
And today we're talking about the New Balance
Fresh Foam
X
Beacon 3.
Let's jump into the shoe because the Beacon is a lot of people's favorite New Balance shoe. And there's a good reason for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lightweight, super comfortable, high stack shoe. It's gonna last for a long time, give you some really nice miles.
You've got an engineered mesh jacquard upper.
As I like to say, jacquard.
Yeah, jacquard.
It's like a Balmer thing.
I thought it breathed really well.
Yeah, I mean, especially for warmer weather, you can see through the upper.
Yeah, it's airy.
You can see to the outside.
I like the feel of the upper. The only thing is, I felt it has a little extra room in the toe box. It was unneeded. I got a little bit of pucker here, you might see.
I did too.
And it might run a little bit long.
Yeah, I had a little bit more than the thumb width in my standard size, so maybe a tad bit long, a little bit.
Might want to try a half size down.
Yeah, or if you're a wide foot person, it might just fit perfectly.
What I do love about the upper versus the previous models, it contours the foot a little bit better. You're gonna see more of a running shoe shape than that tube shape that I felt like the first one had. It's got a moderately puffy tongue. I would call this right in the middle of puffiness.
I think it's like exactly how a tongue should be.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. And then you're gonna look in the back and you've got this, I don't know, wrinkly looking heel counter.
You know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like coral.
Yeah, like coral. Some people complain that 1080 V10 heel counter didn't lock in their heel very well. I think that's because you have a lot more material back here, so the shoe is less flexible and it causes that. I have no issues in this one. All right, so you had that heel counter, no problems there.
I will say about the heel counter, I like just slides right in.
There's like an elasticity to the upper that makes this real easy to get on and off. So if you're running tries, this might be a shoe for you because you can just yoink,
there you go,
flack it on. So that's the upper. I'm not crazy about this colorway. I'm not crazy about this organic kind of you called it coral, I'll call it wrinkly or veiny look. It's not my favorite, but the shoe upper works. And I wore this in a torrential downpour.
Oh yeah, you wore it actually in a tropical storm, right?
I did, tropical storm Isaias.
Isaias. I spent like a half an hour the other night trying to figure out how to say that.
I wore this, it got soaked. The shoe still felt great. I didn't get any hot spots, no damage to the shoe. The footbed didn't curl up. And speaking of footbeds, if you want to make this shoe extra comfy, this footbed is like paper thin.
It's almost like pointless.
Maybe that's what that extra room in the toe box is for. Throw in a nice comfy insole and you could add some cushion to it. I found that the cushion was just right.
Yeah, it was really nice. Are you ready to move on to the midsole?
Let's move on to the midsole.
Okay. I have a confession to make. This is the first New Balance shoe that I have ever run in. So,
and that's crazy because how many years have we been reviewing shoes together?
I mean, together, at least I think like 3 years. So yeah. I don't know. It's just somehow it always went to other reviewers, and finally I was like, Thomas was like, you gotta try the Beacon.
Yeah, so you gotta try the Beacon. It's a popular one.
My previous experience with New Balance was a outlet trail shoe. It was like the 16,045 or something.
And it was probably 20 pounds.
It was. I actually tried running in it like a few months ago, just to be like, because it used to feel good.
Yeah.
Man, it's garbage. Anyways, I love the Fresh Foam X, or whatever midsole's in here. Fresh Foam X has a really nice bounce to it. I liked it in the forefoot too, because sometimes you can get a little, it can, deaden out, or maybe not so much in the forefoot. You still get that pop off the toe. It's really nice, picked up to faster paces. I took it out.
I do think the shoe can go fast.
It can go fast. I mean, it's a lightweight shoe, and it has
tons of cushioning.
Tons of cushioning. I thought it has a nice roll to it too.
It does. Now, what's interesting for me is I liked the Beacon, but I wasn't all hyped on it. Everybody was hyped on the original Beacon. Everybody was so into it, and I was just like, it's okay. Like, I don't understand all the hype. It's a nice shoe, but it's certainly not worth all that hype. And I found that in this shoe, I really got excited about running this in the last few days when I've had a shoe to throw on. This is the shoe I'm putting on, and I've really enjoyed that feel. And it's the same thing that you're talking about, kind of that land where you kind of feel the cush and then you feel that pop going off.
For sure.
It's just slightly softer than the original. I think there's more give to the foam, and I just think it's that almost that are we gonna say Goldilocks again?
It's soft, but it isn't. Does that make sense? Like
it doesn't feel like it saps energy out
Yeah.
of your legs when it lands to, you know, give you that extra cushion. It feels like you get a nice landing, but like almost a forward roll and a pop off
Yeah.
that works really well.
I mean, I took it down the hill right around the corner from our house, and it, like going down a hill, really nice. Just like a lot of cushion, just keeps it going through it. Kind of reminded me, remember the Clifton Edge? I was like, I really love the way it rolls down. It almost reminded me that way.
It does have a nice roll down the hill, but unlike some of those other shoes, it doesn't sacrifice that for the uphill either. I found that you can get a quick turnover in this shoe. This is one of those shoes where people are like, I don't understand if you have a daily trainer or this. This shoe can fit a lot of check boxes for you. Got enough cushion for your daily miles. When you're running slower, it feels good. When you pick up the pace, it feels good. This is a shoe that if I was gonna recommend one shoe to someone, they're like, I just want one shoe. I don't wanna have to worry about it. This is a shoe you could run daily miles in it. You could run your tempo runs in it. You could run races in it. I think it's light, fast, fun to run in. So for a size 10.5, it weighs 8.6 ounces or 244 grams, which,
I mean, that's light.
That's light.
Yeah.
So it's a no frills shoe. Shoes it reminds me of, say Kimbara would definitely be in this mix. I'm gonna say a newcomer, Atreyu, has that really nice cushion bottom, simple upper, it just works.
I felt like maybe the Hoka Rincon.
That's actually, do you know where I draw the line? If you had the Clifton 7 and you had the Hoka Rincon,
yeah, I could see
this
that.
right in the middle. And I was actually thinking about, it's funny you bring up the Rincon, because I was thinking about that today when I was trying to go through my strides with this shoe. I was like, it does have a familiar feel. And I was like, maybe it's like the Rincon, but it's a little firmer like Clifton 7. And I think it just is gonna hold up a little bit better over the miles than the Rincon will.
I hope so, because I tried it out the Rincon again the other day. It was not as enjoyable when it first started.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this shoe now. I liked the Beacon earlier versions. I think I love this shoe.
Nice. I mean, so far from what I've run in it, I love it as well. The only thing, you know, like you said, there might be a little too much room in the toe box for me. And then I did feel it might have been a little unstable, like this with the stack height, and I felt maybe a little wobbly.
It's definitely not a stability shoe. I think once you get going, it settles in. When you're doing like walking around and stuff, it does feel a little less stable.
Although I did take it around corners and stuff, and I thought it was gonna be worse than it was. It actually wasn't bad. You got the little rubber tabs up here.
Outsole doesn't have a lot of rubber on it. You got the strategic rubber that you're gonna recognize throughout the Beacon. It hasn't really moved around that much. I did run in this during like a tropical storm, and it was pouring rain, and I ran on bricks, wood decking, asphalt, concrete.
All the things.
All of it.
You ran on water.
Yeah, well, thin layer. It works. I never felt like I was slipping or in danger of losing my footing. It held together pretty well. Dried the shoe out, have run in it, ran in it this morning even, and it just has a really nice feel to it. Even without any of that rubber, I felt like it gets the kind of traction that you want.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting a lot more miles in it. I know Jarrett's reviewing the wide version of the shoe. Beacon 2 was one of his favorite shoes from last year.
Megan loves the Beacon. She loved Beacon 1, she loved Beacon 2. She's already told me she loves Beacon 3. So you'll read her review as well. And this one across the board seems like it's a winner for our review team. We're excited to hear what you think of the shoe. It comes out September 15th. And do you know around what price point?
Is
it 120?
That's probably what it is. I don't have the actual point on it, but yeah.
Go get yourself a pair.
Yeah.
You'll thank us. When we're talking Beacon 4, love it if they kind of modified the upper, made it look even more like a running shoe.
Yeah.
All right, so that wraps it up for this one.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you go out and get the Beacon 3. Hit the like button on this video. Maybe subscribe to us on YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, follow us on our Strava group, or join the Strava group, join us in our Facebook group, all of the things. We're across the board.
Enjoy your miles, and we'll check in with you soon.
Peace. Let's do it.
All right.
Here comes an animal.
Yeah. Hey, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
Today we're talking about,
The New Balance.
what is this shoe? The Beacon 3?
Beacon 3 Fresh Foam.
Yeah, Fresh Foam X.
I think.
The only thing we're not on is TikTok. We're kind of on TikTok, that's a lie, but we don't like it.
We're just waiting for Instagram Reels to
Yeah, Reels will take it over. This is, you know what I would put, well, we'll get into comparisons later because we've got an order now that we have to do things. Yeah.
I mean, how much does it weigh?
Oh, it's pretty light. Anyway, you'll notice it has a nice testicle look in the back here. If you put your shoes side by side, you'll see what I mean.